Her mother used to smoke cigarettes but didn't want the father to know. She would always look out the window to see if he was coming while she smoked. One day he came, pulled up into the driveway, and she started running to the bathroom to flush the cigarette, and then she started spraying a lot of perfume. When he walked in, the heavy smell of the perfume hit him. All Patty could hear was her mother lying on her saying, "Patty got into my perfume, and was back there spraying it." What, really? I'm 7 years old, I know better than that. This ass-whipping wasn't too severe. I was smacked around, and had to stay in my room, but his smacks felt like a fist punching you. Patty's mother never apologized, said that she was sorry or nothing. All Patty wanted to do was go back home with her grandparents, where she was loved and protected. I hate that bitch. The next ass-whipping came shortly afterward, report card day, and her school grades weren't good. Patty said she guesses her mouthy ass mother must have told him. Patty was what back in the day you called a latchkey kid. She came home from school, and was home alone until they came home from work. The day after receiving her report card, her father came home just after she got home from school. He said, "I heard about your school grades. Get your ass in the room, and take off your clothes." Her heart dropped because her mother wasn't there to tell him that was enough. He beat her so badly he brought blood from her mouth and nose. This time Patty finally passed out. Her little body couldn't take it any more. She remembered going limp, and then seeing a big light that looked like a ball. Even though he kept striking her with the belt, she said she couldn't feel it. She said that same big ball of light that brought her back to shore saved her again. She could feel her father beating her with the belt non-stop, but couldn't feel the pain. This so-called father left Patty naked laying on her bed. She woke up cold with dried blood covering her face. They weren't home from work yet, and when they did come home, Patty made sure not to say anything to her mother because she didn't want to get another ass-whipping. Patty's responsibilities were to clean up after her two horrible parents every day when she came home from school. She had to do everything except wash clothes. This 7-year-old kid. Patty said she didn't see how they could expect her to have decent school grades when almost every other night, if she's not being beat for something, then her mother is. And they would have to take shelter somewhere else during the wee hours of the night and her mornings because of it. I hate that bitch and her man. Talk about hitting where it hurts. My mother wanted to take a bath and relax. She asked me to watch her baby for her. This baby had a huge plastic blow-up apple. Patty made her baby laugh by pretending to take a bite out of the plastic apple. Patty accidentally bit her, the baby's finger. Her so-called mother jumped up out of the water and said, "Bring me my baby and carry your ass to bed. You can't do shit I ask you to do. Go to bed." Wow, talk about feeling being hurt. I didn't even try to explain what happened. Patty just wanted to go home to her grandparents, who understood her and loved her and protected her. This bitch doesn't give a fuck about me. Patty said that's how she felt at that moment. She promised to stay away from her baby and her as much as possible. Patty's doing her best to get good grades. One morning she heads out to catch the school bus at the normal time. She missed the bus along with 12 other kids. Instead of going home afraid of getting an ass whipping, all of us kids decided we would walk to school. The school called all the parents to notify them of the situation. When Patty got home, her father was already there waiting and instructed her to get naked. My mother already told him. After that ass-whipping, she slept throughout the entire evening without having any dinner. She laid in her bed during the early morning hours praying to God and asking him to please let her go back to my grandparents' house. She prayed that God would remove me from these so-called parents.